Today it's Thursday, November 14th, 2024. This is the Audi A8 engine. What I have done, I removed the oil from the pistons. I brought them all inside the engine room. Alright, one that I washed at that time. This was the one that had the most broken piston ring, and I just want to see if there is any crack to know. Now, what's going on? We give one quotation to the owner for the rest of the parts, included also the piston rings, because I cannot trust these piston rings, even the ones that are not broken. I'm going to give you one example. See on the number 3 piston here, on the top, how much the gap, compared with the number 2, compared with the number 3, number 4, I'm talking about the tension that has the piston ring. Alright, so me personally, I'm not trusting these piston rings. Alright, I would like to change all of them. And on this one, it's missing also one part. Take a look on the second one, how big it is. Now, before we place an order on any part, we haven't placed an order on any part yet. Alright, why? Because I want to inspect each piston individual, separate, okay, and the engine block itself, the cylinder. Before I do that, I have to wash it, obviously. I cannot inspect it with a full of carbon, full of burnt oil on it. All right, I need to bring it at this state, as this piston, number 6. All right. And then to inspect it again. I'm not going to pass it through X-rays or something, just visually to see that it doesn't have any crack. All right. To check also the ringland. There is some wear on the piston rings. There is this piston ring, it's supposed to be from the number 6, and see how does it looks like here. This might not even be from this one. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, all these parts are going back to the owner. I have the upper main bearings in order here. The thrust washer is the upper one. Classic front and rear. This is for my reference. The block need to go to wash it. I'm expecting to see some run out on the cylinders, but I don't think so to be something crazy. I want to see the scoring and any run out. We're gonna see about that. Fortunately, didn't get destroyed the cylinder wall from the piston rings. That's a good one. I have removed pretty much everything except of these 2 pins and the pins that has here. One is here and one there. All the rest, it's been stripped off. I have removed also the plugs that has here and has another plug here. I want to wash it all complete to be nice. You're not gonna be able to see the glue after that, after washing. You're not gonna existing after that. And it looks much more decent than what it is right now. It's gonna be the first wash, so if I miss something with the last wash or the final wash, it's gonna be beautiful. Now what now? Nothing much. Will gonna make sense to put a new pistons? I'm gonna explain what's my problem. The cylinder, it will gonna have some run out. You have heard that before, it's not the first time. The run out on the cylinders, it happened together with the pistons. To put a nice round new piston inside of a cylinder that has already some run out, it's not the ideal. As soon as the skirt, it does have a scoring. You can see it's visible, the machining lines. It's not like it's been polished. As soon as the ringland, it's okay. It does have any crack and looks decent. You don't see piston slapping, let us say, here up or at this point. You can reuse it again as soon as you can put again on the same cylinder. I have done this successfully plenty of times. I don't even remember how many times. Alright, checking also the connecting rods to see the big end, the small end, that everything is fine, to don't have any problem. It has a low friction wrist pin, that it's amazing actually. I haven't seen any wear on this kind of wrist pins, even if you have more than 200,000 kilometers. Yeah, so that's it pretty much. checking it. I'm gonna start again the video when I'm gonna wash pistons and connecting rods. The connecting rods doesn't matter. Keep in mind that the connecting rods doesn't matter the position, but the piston matters. The connecting rods, like any other time, what I'm doing, I'm gonna get the weight, small end, big end, and the total weight of the connecting rod, and I'm gonna get also the weight of the piston. The piston is gonna end up on the same cylinders, like I said, all right, with the new piston rings at the end. And the connectors, it depends the weight, because on the stock connectors, it's not so precise like the aftermarket. I'm gonna match it accordingly. It depends the weight of the piston, depends the weight of the wrist pin. It depends how it's gonna be the big end and how much the weight is gonna be on the small end. I'm gonna match it to be all the same, like any other time. All right. That's the status. Let's do that. Why it's happening this? Like I said, we have give quotation that it's including gaskets, seals, O-rings, bolts, oil pump, timing components, tensioners, everything. All right. They included also the engine mounts. The engine mounts, it's maintenance. You should have different quotation if you're asking me at least. The engine mounts, the engine oil filters, spark plugs, the maintenance items, it's different quotation than the engine build. Makes sense? I guess. Even if you go to get a used engine, you need to change the engine mounts. You need to change the spark plugs, the engine oil, the oil filter, to put a fresh coolant inside, to change the water pump and the thermostat for just in case, because the used engine might standing, let us say, in the scrapyard for 5 years. Just saying. All right. So it's different for me, at least. For my mind, it's different the engine build, the rebuild, and different the maintenance items. All right. Now, by cleaning the pistons today, inspecting also the block, if no need any piston, this is gonna be good news for the owner and for me also. From the part that I would like to use this piston with whatever runout has on the same cylinder as was running. As soon as the cylinder wall, it does have a scoring. All right. So, yeah, that's the story. Let me start working on it. For you, it's gonna be in a second. Next video, next second after I finish this clip, it's gonna be all clean. It's gonna end up to be all like this one, like the number 6. All right. Lovely. The connection bearings, I'm gonna separate it. The bolts, it doesn't matter. Okay. The same thing with the wrist pin, the same thing also with the connecting rod. Like I said, what's important to end up the piston on the same cylinder. That's the important thing. The connecting bearings or the connecting rods doesn't matter because the connecting bearings will gonna be new ones and the crankshaft will gonna go for one light polishing to don't have any imperfections, to be beautiful. Even like I'm saying before, the crankshaft main bearings, the uppers, I have it just only for my reference. When I'm gonna receive the new ones, one comparison, same thing with thrust washers, to be on the same page, and then moving on. Somebody mentioned before that the broken piston rings, they're corresponding to the cylinders that have the cancellation. I didn't check about it, to be honest. I didn't watch again the video. I don't even remember in which pistons they are the broken piston rings, but there is a possibility, what it passed through my head, there is a possibility, let's say, when it's shifting from the 4 cylinders to 8 cylinders, to have some pre-ignition detonations for AB reason. Just guessing here, just saying. Maybe it collects some oil inside of the cylinder and then had some pre-ignition detonations. But again, it's in all the piston rings that they don't look so healthy. I mean, even on the cylinders that they didn't broke the second piston ring, it doesn't look okay. All right. Fortunately, it didn't destroy the cylinder wall, like I said. Now, enough talking. Let me separate pistons from the connectors, remove also the remaining piston rings, and go for washing. Yay, lovely. And the same thing also for the block. I might wash first the block and then the piston connectors, we're gonna see. Let's see the engine block. First wash of the engine block. Nice and dry. All right. Now, it's not a final. I have missed some spots. As I was bringing it inside of the engine room, I saw that I missed a couple of spots. There is one spot here, that there is some sealant. There is another one, small piece here, another one here. All right. Here inside, I totally missed this point. We have some burnt oil down over there, but overall looks decent. Okay. The gallery here inside looks okay, has a little bit of burnt oil there. Okay, a little bit down over there. With the final wash this will gonna go away. But before I final wash it, what need to be done? Need to inspect the cylinders, get a measurement from the cylinders, alright? See if it's okay. And then check also if there is any run out and how much it's the run out, right? And then to decide if it's okay. Okay, it's a minor, it's not something crazy. It's not something crazy. And it's not near to top dead center, you know? Oh, no. Nice, nice. Let's see the side here. What did I forget? Ah, you see what I forget? Yeah, there you go. I knew that. There is some burnt oil down there, but I haven't removed it. But I saw it here. No, it didn't stack. Alright, yeah, we see also there inside. Need to blow with air. How in hell I missed that one? I blow everywhere else and I missed that one. Alright. It's fine. Ah, there is another one spot there. Oh, I can wipe it off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. Omar, you want something?
Yes.
Okay, come back later. Thank you. Let's see from this side. Yep, there is another one spot down there that I didn't take care. Okay. Inside. Alright. It's not bad for first wash. It's decent, right? Oh, we have also here. We have this on this corner. These things need to be cleaned. Alright, overall looks okay, right? Let's see also this side. Yeah, this. Alright. No worries. Looking good. If the measurements are good, I'll be super happy. Let me make it up to watch it from the other side. Just a second. All this I'm checking it before I close. I'm checking with the camera, like this one that has some pieces inside. It's not perfect clean. It's not perfect clean like this one. It's excellent. But all this at the end, these kind of things here inside the oil galleries, it has to be spotless like any other time. To don't have burnt oil, to don't have this kind of things. This, I put a bit of this, I can wipe it. 1 second. This, I should be able to wipe it. It should be soft. Yep. Yep. Goes away. No worries, because like I said, I have to wash it again. I have to wash it again. I'm not gonna wrap it with a nylon or something. There is some sealant here, or pieces from the seal. A little bit here. And take a look at this one. Hey, Tassos, you blind. That's also a little bit here inside. Alright, there are some things here and there. There are some small things. Here I remove the plug, I have to check this because this goes down here, and there is here the other plug. There is 1, 2, 3. Alright. But it looks decent. It looks decent. Need to check also here inside for the cooling jets. Yeah, why I'm bothering like that? With the camera at the end, here the Loctite, I haven't removed it. It still has a little bit. Never mind. If the measurements are okay, like I said, if the measurements are okay and it's healthy, we are good. We are looking good. Because it's washed, because it's clean, this doesn't mean that it's gonna be necessarily healthy. All right? It can have a run out. It can have 1 million things. Now, I'm gonna put a new paper. I'm gonna put it up there, and then I'm gonna continue with the connecting rods and the pistons and the wrist pin over there. The piston rings, I separate the piston rings. These are the connecting bearings. Goes back to the owner. Only one piston ring I didn't broke, and this was on the number 4 cylinder. Only the number 4. The second ring, it didn't break. This is already broken. Okay. Only this one is not. It's not broken, and this is the top ring and from all of the pistons. That you see, this is more open. This is more close the gap. Makes sense why I don't want to reuse these piston rings. This is the oil control ring, and this is the spring that has inside. The C safe for the wrist pin. This is the wrist pin from the number 6 that I already washed before. It doesn't matter to which belong. This is supposed to have plus minus 0.1 gram. Okay. Pistons, the connector that I have already washed, and this remaining the other connectors to be washed. I'm just keeping the bolts to keep the caps together. Alright. Now, enough. Let's put the connectors on this table, the block on the other table behind of me. Pistons, go to wash also this, and tomorrow I'm gonna inspect it, not today. And there we go. Pistons clean, ready for inspection. Wrist pin, the C-safe here, alright. Connecting rods, lovely. And the crankshaft. It's ready, I have washed it, I have removed the burnt oil. It was not so bright before, alright, now it's beautiful. Nice. Nice. It has to go for one light polishing for the new bearings to be beautiful. Alright, bearings, the lower, nice, lovely, and here back, yeah, they're gonna make one light polishing also here where it steps the seal, so don't have any headache. The gears looks fine. I don't see any problem with the gears. Now, if they're okay, the pistons, I'm gonna check also the connecting rods at the same time. I want to see that they're nice and true and straight, and they're not bent by any means. Then, after that, the big end and the small end, and then getting the weight and writing down. This is gonna be nice if it had a unique number, but they don't. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So I have to write a number on each one of those. And the same thing like the pistons. Alright. So what's remaining now? Yeah, like I said, inspection of the pistons, inspection of the connecting rods tomorrow. The block is here. Need to check also the bore. Alright, and the bottom. And the bottom, yeah. The bottom, not now. Let's see first the pistons, just in case. If I found something tomorrow, I'm gonna make a video. If I don't see anything wrong with the pistons, there's not gonna be a video, and waiting the crankshaft to come back from the machine shop, arrive the parts, the new parts, Need to check also the ringland. Yeah, the top one is not gonna suffer. The second one, I'm afraid, because it has an insert on the top one. It's very difficult, but you never know until you check it, right? So, anything else? No, nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. Now that I'm thinking, it might be the video, 5 minutes only, but I spent a couple of hours doing that. And on the blog I didn't do a good job because it's still remaining couple of things here. How I didn't forget it. On this one it's nice and clean, and this one has that down over there. Dang it, Tassos. Yeah, there are some small details, but it's not now the time. This is the first wash, just only for inspection to see that everything is fine, right? And here I fucked up big time. This here, like I said, is also for me if I watch the video to see. There was also, this is on the broken, on the cylinder, on the number 8, that it broke before the spark plug. Need to check this one. Need to see this one here. Has some, this is not the ideal. It's gonna run, yes it will gonna run. Keep in mind it's gonna be a stock. It will be stock the car. It doesn't have, it's nothing upgrade. To be honest, in these applications, it's nice to put it, the Lambda, instead of running Lambda 1, to give a little bit extra fuel, just to avoid pre-ignition detonations, to make it Lambda 0.95. As it is everything, just increase a little bit the fuel mixture for a peace of mind. For the piston rings, for the pistons. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Thank you very much. Over and out.